So I think that's the big draw. So we definitely get a large amount of politically conservative people moving here, you know, whether it's gun rights or all the things, right? When I came here, it was right during that pandemic. Nobody was wearing masks up here. It was a completely free society. And I think that's the draw for me. That's the draw for a lot of people, is they want to live in a place that has less government influence and feels like a throwback to, you know, the time we grew up,
right.
80s and 90s.
He's assuming we're the same age.
I am assuming we're the same age. You might not be.
46.
Okay, we're like right there. Yeah, I'm 45.
You know, it must have been about a year and a half ago. I ended up moving to Yakima before I moved here.
Okay.
And yeah.
Mistake?
Yeah. It could never not be a mistake. Lots of fentanyl if you're looking for fentanyl.
Yeah, that's a great place for that. Free needles, all the stuff.
Free needles, all the stuff. But we were looking, because I lived in Spokane years ago, right when I came home from federal prison. We could talk about that on maybe your podcast one day.
Sure.
But, and we used to come visit Coeur d'Alene quite a bit. But we're like, yeah, would that really be a place that we want to live and kind of reroute? And we came across your YouTube channel, and it just had a lot to do, and it specifically targeted like what we would be interested about. Mm-hmm. You know, I can't own a gun because I'm a convicted felon. Mm-hmm. But as far as you still see kids riding their bikes around here. We don't lock our doors. We don't live like out in the middle of nowhere. We live kind of in town, but we also have an acre of land. So it feels like you have the big country lifestyle for a city boy coming from Miami. Mm-hmm. Having an acre of land is like a farm.
Mm-hmm. That's a lot. Like you can do a lot with
I've got 2 ducks. I feel like I'm ready to go.
You're doing it now. You're living it.
But you guys, so you come from like a police background coming into this. What would you say like the biggest transition for you was going from police to real estate / you know, you guys are on a podcast now?
Good question. Getting out of police was a tough one, right? You're in that culture. You know, I was told by some older guys, like you miss the clowns, you don't miss the circus, and I think that's pretty accurate. And that, you know, it's probably the same for a lot of jobs, right? You get in military too. You get out and you don't miss the bureaucracy or the administrative side of what you did, but you miss the people you worked with. So
sounds a lot like prison, honestly.
I mean, I could see that, right? You rely on each other on a day-to-day basis. You spend time with each other. You know. There's a bond that gets built there.
Right.
I think a lot of people miss that when they're getting out of public safety or the military. But let me backtrack. So my wife is the one who got me into real estate. She was an agent in California, and we moved up here, and I'm like, man, I could do whatever I want. What do I want to do? I have no idea. What skills do I even have? And she's like, come try this with me, and we'll see how it goes. Now, there are some funny stories out of that transition, right? Because real estate, you're knocking on people's doors sometimes. And as a former cop, when you're knocking on a door, right, you don't stand in front of the door. You stand off to the side. Right? So it's ingrained in me.
Cover the pee hole.
It's ingrained in me. So the first couple of times I did that, she's like, what are you doing? And I'm like,
stop.
Okay. All right. Good point. I need to transition out of this, right? Or the first time you open a door to show a house and you know, you yell in like police department or something, right? It's in your mind. It's always there. So
you've never yelled at opening a door for.
I have not yet, but okay. I do use that joke a lot when I'm because a lot of our clients are former public safety. So
but even like the stature and the demeanor of a police officer, segueing to customer service real estate agent,
right?
There's a difference there, right? How you carry yourself, how you talk to people,
huge difference. And I had to kind of learn to let my guard down a little bit, right? And that was one of the things. Being a cop, you know, I love talking to people. That's like my favorite thing to do.